Hello everyone, my name is Shayna Smith, and for the psychology of play, I decided to use a majority of World of Warcraft in my presentation, just due to the fact that it's a game that I've played for a very long time, and I've been inspired by it in the past, and even more so through this class, to incorporate the skills I have gained in WoW into my daily life. So my not-so-secret identity, I chose It's Magical, which is the name of my main character in World of Warcraft. And for my allies, I chose my dogs, which is why you see I put a corgi out on my screen. And I also had my friends and family there on the side. So my quest, I specifically chose to either allow myself to choose from playing a new game or a game that I haven't played in a very long time every week, or playing at least one game with friends every week. I find that I tend to play the same game over and over by myself just as a relaxing thing and a break, and it's something I enjoy, but I was curious to see if playing with other people would have an effect on how I felt about play and the experience I have from it. For my power-ups, I chose to drink water, to take stretch breaks between long hours of sitting at my desk, especially with how much time we spend online over these past few months, to do my skincare routine before bed, to cook at least one meal per week, and then to FaceTime my dad to say hello to my puppies, my closest allies. However, I did have some enemies that I identified and was able to work around throughout this quest, and that is Forgetful Fred, Petra the Procrastinator, and Low Energy Luke. So for completing my quest, I have games that are either new to me or I haven't played in a very long time in blue, and then in purple I have games that I play regularly, but I actually played them with friends this time. I think the main points that I really got from playing these games, especially these games that I haven't played in a while, was that I enjoy playing them with friends, because I've played Guitar Hero alone by myself in the past, but I was playing it recently at the esports center, and I made a lot of new friends, and it was super exciting to have that energy that you just don't get when you're there alone. On the contrary, I played Deceit, which is a game I've played in the past before. However, I played it alone for the first time, and I found that I really did not enjoy it as much as I had when I play with a group of friends. One of the biggest things that related to this class and like really made me think about this class even more so than any other game that I've played or any other type of play I've engaged in was actually trying Valorant for the first time about 2 weeks ago or so. And I found that I did so much learning without even realizing it. So I had never touched the game, hadn't read anything about it before. I had no idea the layout of maps, callouts, character names, anything. And I felt hopeless that like I would ever be able to learn this stuff because it's super confusing and overwhelming. But I actually found that after a week I was able to recall callouts like locations and then character names and abilities, and I was impressed with myself because I didn't understand I can put so much time into studying things like accounting, but it feels like so much more work than just playing Valorant did when I learned physical locations and like 10 enemies and all of this stuff. So I think having it really emphasized to me how much having the gameful mindset and uh, the creativity that goes behind video games and how great they are as a tool for learning. Yeah. And then my regular games that I played. I think they're just something that I love to tick the box of completionist with all three of them, really. I'm someone who loves to collect everything, and so appearances in all three were super fun, but also World of Warcraft is always my go-to, and on those days that I was really struggling to find motivation to even get out of bed, just getting out of bed and playing WoW was something that got my mind back in focus and gave me a drive to go continue my day. And it was especially fun because I was actually playing with my friend recently and teaching him all the ways of the giant world of Warcraft. So what I've gained from completing this quest over the course of this semester, I was able to keep a lot of my power-ups and routines the same. I definitely fell off on a few though, especially this past week with finals. It's been really hard for me to really find the motivation to do it. So I had to change a few things here and there, but overall I kept up with seeing that my puppies every day, cooking, doing my skincare, um, and stretch breaks ended up being maybe once every few hours, especially during these like long sessions of studying. Obstacles I ran into were mainly that rut that I hit during finals week, as well as just with being a lady and having my period and it really getting hard sometimes. Uh, those were things that I really had to put in as I can overcome this and follow, like, keep that gameful mindset in order to keep going through my day and achieve at least some goals. Um, One of the things that I found because I have this completionist mindset is if I design my to-do lists or my agendas in a way that mimics video game to-do lists, I actually feel the same sense of satisfaction, I guess, from ticking it off, which I know a lot of people get. But I just thought that was a super cool thing about how there's those similarities between things that you enjoy, and I can make my schoolwork a little bit more fun. So with theories, I think something we can all apply is that adult play is something that happens, and it's great. Um, on top of this, I think self-determination theory was one of the big things for me. When I look at video games, I have that drive to complete things that I didn't think I would be excited for until I adopted that gameful mindset. And so having that kind of self-determination and applying that to things like accounting and sports management, all that stuff is something that really helped me, especially on those harder weeks. Also with memory, I think a game and play always it astounds me with how much it can help with memory, especially because it's something I struggle with school, but somehow I'm able to remember details about things like Valorant and different abilities and wow, it's crazy how much the way you go into learning something really changes what you get from it, and that's something I will definitely take with me following this class and through college. And my gameful score did actually increase, I think, once I was able to really understand how much making play a bigger part of your life and understanding it and being able to apply it in those, especially in those situations where you feel not as motivated, I think it really helped me. So I was able to raise a lot of the scores that were lower in the initial gameful thing. And here are my references, so thank you for watching.